Alright, so this is the not very well known story of Lambert the sheepish lion. Here is Lambert, all grown up. Everybody calls him the sheepish lion, and as you can see, he isn't a sheep at all. He just has a sheepish grin. Sheepish grin. I think it's a nice smile. Our story begins quite a while ago, when Lambert was small. At nighttime, in the spring, a certain flock of sheep had a visit from Mr. Stork, which, by the way, is not how babies are born. But, for the sake of this story, we'll keep it simple. After a somewhat bumpy landing in the meadow, Mr. Stork unwrapped his blanket. It was full of baby sheep. "Pick out the ewe that you like best," he told each of them, "and she will be your mother." Again, that's not how sheep are born, but this is a cartoon story, so anything goes, I suppose. Mr. Stork shook the lamb out of his blanket. Only it was Lambert. "Oh, dear me, that's not a lamb. There must be some mistake," he said, checking his notebook. Sure enough, Mrs. Lion of South Africa had ordered a lion cub. Mr. Stork looked very upset. Lambert would have to be returned, no doubt about it. But Lambert had found a mama sheep who needed a little one and didn't mind his being a lion cub. She was not about to give him back. She was so angry at the very idea that Mr. Stork left in a hurry. "Keep him then," he said. "After all, I'm only a delivery service." So here's Mama Lamb, Mama Sheep. She is not letting Lambert go. He's right here. She's like, "Nope, you cannot take him away." And that's what moms do. They're very protective and very awesome. So Lambert stayed with his sheep. The other lambs made fun of him. He didn't have wool. He couldn't say bah. When he tried to butt heads, well, he got really dizzy. He ended up with a black eye. He went and looked at himself in the pond and decided he was a coward, yellow through and through. Now, this is a very interesting part of the story because he's actually a lion, but he's a young lion. And lambs, they are very tough when they butt heads. It's one of the ways that they play, and they get to know each other, and they kind of make decisions based on who can headbutt each other when they get older. And so they practice when they're younger. But lions aren't designed to headbutt, and so it didn't work out too well for him. But I think that maybe, I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think later on in the story something will happen where Lambert will kind of understand who he is? I think that's what this is going to be. Lambert is going to grow up, and he's going to figure out who he is. So let's just see. Let's stick with Lambert here for a bit. Whoa! Time, however, changes things. When fall came around, all the little lambs were full-grown sheep, and Lambert was the biggest lamb. Well, isn't he huge? His mama was so proud. Lambert's former playmates had not stopped teasing him, though. He was still the butt of all their jokes. So here he is, trying to have a nice drink of water, and one of his brothers or sisters, or one of his friends, is going, "Ah!" But even for a lion, he had a sheepish grin. So apparently he didn't mind too much when his family, kind of made fun with him. I don't think they were really trying to be mean, because they're all kind of family, and I think they're taking care of each other, but they're playing jokes with them. That's very different than someone, trying to play a mean joke on you. So you got to be careful with that. But when your family is kind of horsing around, that's all right. So here he is. He's getting dumped in the water, kind of like as if you were pushed in the pool. If you pushed your mom or dad in the pool, they'd kind of laugh. It's kind of funny. Although, be careful around pools. just as a disclaimer. One night, the sheep were fast asleep. Lambert awoke with fright. He had heard an awful sound and seen an awful sight. A hungry wolf had found the flock. Lambert was petrified. He crawled behind his mother's back and did his best to hide. So here he is. I think he's forgetting who he is right here when he's trying to hide. Let's see what happens. The wolf did not notice Lambert. He began chasing Lambert's mother instead. "Lambert, help, Lambert," she called. What do you think Lambert did when he heard that his mom was in trouble? Well, this is what happened. Boom! Well, something snapped in him. He heard his mother crying, and in an instant, suddenly he was a raging lion. The wolf is trying to run after his mom, but here comes Lambert. Love this guy. He saw the wolf out on the ledge. He let out one great roar. Lambert charged. The ledge shook, and the wolf was seen no more. Boo. He saved his mom. At last, the meadows quiet again. Lambert, there's no denying, is now a wild and woolly the sheep, instead of a sheepish, laughing, weepish, little bo peepish lion. And so lion, sheep, whoever he is brave. And don't worry about that hungry wolf. He has a place to cling, and he'll be okay because the bush has berries every spring. So here he is. He's trying to get some berries. I think someone will probably rescue him at some point. He'll get down. But either way, Lambert and his mom are safe.